Luke Taylor here with your Whale Sports video update. Now that the college football season is officially behind us, the NFL draft hype machine can start. It's 100 days until that late April weekend where all the college players go to New York and get to hear their names called and put on fancy hats and the #1 jersey. But I bring it up because Washington's Jake Locker, he's a senior, no more eligibility left. He'll be entering the draft. And man, talk about a fall from grace. This time last year, everyone had Locker as bona fide #1, a first-round draft pick, and then he decided to go back for his senior year, which hey, is a pretty good decision. He led UW to the Holiday Bowl win over Nebraska, their first bowl win in 7 or 8 years. But subsequently, his draft stock has fallen way off the radar. Some people don't even have him in the top 2 or 3 rounds of the entire draft, except for one person, Mike Mayock. He's the NFL draft analyst at the NFL Network. And he says, hey, Jake Locker's still, my #1 quarterback. Until someone else proves something, Jake Locker's still my #1 guy, which is interesting because with Stanford's Andrew Luck gone, and now the #1 pick and all those first-round quarterbacks seem to move up a slot, at least one slot, because Luck was the bona fide #1. He says, hey, I'm going to go back to Stanford, and now everybody's like, wow, who's going to be the #1 pick? It could be anybody. Daquan Bowers from Clemson. You also got the Fairley guy from Auburn, that defensive tackle in there. A lot of different guys could be the #1 pick. Okay, now Jake Locker, he's not going to be the #1 pick. I mean, you can guarantee that. But Mike Mayock says, hey, he's still probably going to go in the first round. He might be the best quarterback out there, which, again, I just find interesting considering the season he had and the fall from grace with the Mel Kipers and the Todd McShays of the world. The 2 guys last year who said, I'd be shocked if Locker wasn't the first person off the board. So Locker's NFL prospects, who knows where he's going to end up, how much money he's going to make, how many millions he's going to get in guaranteed money. But hey, for a kid from Ferndale, not too bad. And some good news for the Huskies. They're going to lose Locker, sure, but Chris Polk just announced today that he's going to come back for his redshirt junior season, which is a big deal. He rushed for more than 1,400 yards last season, was the first Husky to ever have back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons to start their career. So that's a big lift on their offense, especially since they're going to break in a new quarterback next season. So it's a bit of a mixed bag for Husky fans. They're still waiting on whether their wide receiver Jermaine Kearse is going to come back or not for next year. Personally, I think he's going to the NFL, but hey, I've been wrong before. But that's all we got for you today with your Whale Sports video update. I'm Luke Taylor.